Hi, this is Simone Smith, and this is a presentation of my lesson that was created for a group of kindergartners, 4 and 5-year-olds. The objectives of this lesson are ability to identify initial letter sounds and the letters that represent those sounds, and identify upper and lowercase letters of the alphabet. This lesson was differentiated by process, readiness, and cooperative groups. Differentiated because children in this classroom are at different different levels. So one group is at the instructional level and the other group is performing at the independent level. For this lesson, I will begin by showing the Haikudeck presentation that was made, and it has to do with the letter sound. So teacher will say each word, making sure that she enunciates the beginning sound of each picture. So first we'll begin. We have ball, book, and both ball and book begin with B. Then we have milk, moon, man. They all begin with the letter M. Of course, children will be incorporated into the activity and they'll be asked to help with the sounds that are being made and identify the letter sounds that they're hearing. Every letter makes a sound. Now, the main screen that we will be using for this lesson, or the main website, is the ABC website. The groups were differentiated, as I said before, by instructional level and independent level. So for the instructional level, they'll be focusing on the alphabet matching game, which is this one right here. And that's at the kindergarten level, of course. So we select go. These activities might seem familiar, but we need pay close attention to the directions that are given. One is focusing on letter names and the other one is focusing on letter sounds. So let's go to letter names first. So in this group, of course, the instructional group, where the teacher will be very close by supervising what is being done. And we're going to click show me and go. Of course, the children are prompted to match the cards in as few tries as possible. So we have letters T and W, and we have the words watermelon and tomato. So of course, the children are going to try to find which letter matches which picture or the beginning sound. So we're going to click T for tomato. So they're giving the letter name. For those, and this one we're going to try igloo house. So we notice if the incorrect letters were chosen or incorrect cards were selected, they will be prompted that it is not correct and they're prompted to try again. So let's try igloo. And get a gist of what the lesson is. Then we're going to focus on alphabet match. This time around we're going to be focusing on the letter sounds. Show me. And as I said before, it looks as very familiar to the one that was done earlier, but this one is focusing on the letter sounds instead of the letter name. So let's try. So we notice the sound was given this time and not the letter itself. And it's very similar to the first one that was done before. And of course, children will have the opportunity of doing over and over again. A lot of practice will be given using this website. And for the independent group, they will be focusing on the alphabet bingo. So they have the option of focusing on letter sound or letter names. So we're going to do letter sound. Uppercase or lowercase. Okay, so the children can select the grid size. So for the children who are very seasoned, who are very independent, can work on their own without a lot of help from their teacher, they can choose to do the 5, 4 by 4, or 3 by 3. First, we can start with the 3 by 3, and then we go larger. And we listen for the sound that was given, then select the letter which corresponds with the sound. So you see, if you chose the correct letter that matches the sound, you will be prompted if it's correct, and if it's not correct, of course you'll be prompted that it's not correct. So that's basically a gist of what the independent group will be doing. And for the culminating activity, everybody in the group will come together and the teacher will be able to test the children's knowledge. This is a very cool activity for young kids that they can participate in. So the aim of this activity is to make sure that the correct letter is directly above the word at the bottom that begins with the letter floating on top. So let's try A, target A. And that's correct. Let's try C. So if it's not correct, of course, the child will be prompted that it's not correct. And for homework activity, we're trying to move away from the ditto sheets as much as possible. So one activity I found that they could use for homework is the ABC magnets. Of course, if you're focusing on uppercase or lowercase letters, you can decide which one the children use. So we're going to look at the uppercase letters, of course. The child will select, drag the letter onto the fridge, so the aim of this activity is for the children to identify the letters that they know, the letters and the letter sounds, and they'll select at least 5, between 5 and 10 letters, and they will be given the option to print. They see, as we see here, they can print the activity when they're done, and this will be taken back the following day to be shared at circle time. So we will know how many children are progressing in knowing their letter sounds and their letter names. And that's basically it for the lesson plan. The next project is the Haikudeck presentation. Christmas in Jamaica, and I'm thinking that we're working with the second to third graders. We'll be looking at celebrations, and I would share what Christmas is like in my home country, Jamaica, of course. Church, that's a very, very big part of Christmas in Jamaica. The breakfast is very, very important too. They do fried dumplings, breadfruit, ackee, and saltfish. A fruit cake, which is made from a special wine and fruits and raisins. Very big part of the Jamaican tradition. And sorrel, that is the plant is picked, boiled, and fermented to make a refreshing drink. Gifts are exchanged, and for dinner, roast beef and ham are usually served at dinner time in the Jamaican culture. And the special Jankuno dance is also done at Christmas time in Jamaica as well, and most Caribbean countries. And then this is where the children will get a chance to share how they celebrate Christmas, or if they're looking at a particular country, they can find out how Christmas is celebrated in that country, and they will be able to present using a haiku deck as well to make a presentation on the country that they researched or their home country. And that's basically my presentation of my lesson plan and my project. Thank you, Mr. Paul.